Hi there. I'd like to talk you through the syllabus a little bit here. Don't worry, I'm not going to read the whole thing to you. I just want to hit some of the hot points. So, in your syllabus, you see that this is an online class, Math for Elementary Teachers 1. My instructor information is listed here. I am on the Pocahontas campus, HSC. That's the new health science building, the big 2-story building at the back of campus. And I've got my office number there, so if we ever need to meet and discuss some stuff, by all means, we can do that. My office hours are listed on the Moodle page, and you'll notice that I have several office hours during the school day, but I've also got some time on Saturday that I'm available to you guys since this is an online class. I just wanted to be able to check in over the weekend as well. My office phone number is listed there, as well as my email address. Okay, so if you ever needed to reach me about something, if I'm in my office hours at school, feel free to call that office phone number. But if I'm not in my office, I'm not going to be able to answer that office phone number. Okay, so email will be the quickest way to reach me outside of my office hours. Further down the syllabus, you'll see the course prereqs. We suggest that you have taken college algebra with a grade of C or higher before you take this course, but it's not mandatory. Course description, that's what we're going to be learning this semester. Program learning outcomes, you guys really don't care about the course learning outcomes. This is what's specific to this class. Okay, so there's our 5 big goals. The textbooks and materials. There is a textbook for this class, but I don't want you to buy it. Okay, I do need you to buy the access code to my math lab. Okay, it will be connected to the ebook for the book for this class. Okay, so when you buy that access code, it's just a code, a length of numbers that you can type into the computer in my math lab, and it will give you access to my math lab. Within my math lab, we will be doing homework. Each and every one of your homeworks is set up in my math lab. We will also have access to the ebook from my math lab. Okay, so you're not buying the book, you're not buying the hardcover book, but you are getting access to the ebook through this access code. Okay. I also need you to have a computer with internet access, since this is an online class. You'll need a calculator, not a cell phone. Okay, I'm talking a calculator, and it doesn't have to be anything real fancy. Okay, we're not going to be doing any of the graphing or, I don't know, any of that hard college algebra stuff. Okay, this is some elementary math topics, but we're going to look at more of the why it works the way it does, but just a simple calculator will be all you need here. I do need you to have a webcam or a computer that has a camera and a microphone built into it. Okay, you are going to be making videos of yourself, so that's going to be important to have. We are going to run the class through Moodle. Okay, you're in it now, listening to my video. We'll keep the grades in Moodle so you can see your up-to-date grades all the time. And you'll be able to access my math lab through Moodle. Okay, so we're also using my math lab in this course. We're going to do homework in my math lab. You're going to have to learn how to turn off your pop-up blockers so that you can see everything in my math lab. And I've got another video on that a little bit later I'll show you. So something else that's important for an online class is a contingency plan. Okay. The technology is great as long as it's working, but we all know that there are times when technology does not work. Okay, and I realize that sometimes that's out of your control, but you also have a week to do these assignments. Okay, so I think that allows you plenty of time to move on to plan B when that technology doesn't work like it should in plan A. Okay, so have a plan B, have a plan C. You know, we have computers on campus that you can come and work at. There's libraries in most towns that you can come find a computer at. We have hotspots, and we have a computer that you could a laptop at the Pocahontas campus that you could check out for the semester. Okay, so make sure that you have something that's going to work, and then you also have a backup plan or two. I highlighted this sentence in yellow. Technical difficulties are not an acceptable excuse for failure to participate and/or submit assignments. Okay, I do not make extensions for technical difficulties. You have a week to do this information. I think that's plenty of time to get it all done. Some people I know try to use their cell phone, smartphone, tablet to do the coursework. And while that may work on some assignments, it's probably not going to work on the bigger assignments like the quizzes and exams. Okay, so I do encourage you to get something besides the cell phone or a tablet. Alright, course activities and assignments. Every week, our new week is going to open on Monday, 8 a.m. Okay, so those assignments are going to be due the following Sunday at 8 p.m. Okay, so you have a full week to work on it. I know you guys have jobs and kids and family and other responsibilities. Okay, so I just wanted to let you know up front, each new week will open Monday 8 a.m. It will close Sunday 8 p.m. You will have assignments, homeworks that are due in my math lab, and they're going to tie closely into what the book is talking about for each little section. Okay. We also do discussion forums. Now, these are not your typical discussion forums. Okay, I realize in other classes that sometimes it just feels like a filler piece where, you know, you got to write a 100-word response and to the prompt, but then you also have to answer 2 classmates with 50 words each. That's not our discussion forums. Okay, I'm using these discussion forums to, well, sometimes they're going to tie into my math lab assignments. Sometimes they're going to explore different teaching methods, or maybe we're going to analyze a case study or look into the state standards for education. So these discussion forums are huge. Okay, they're going to count for a lot of points. So make sure that you're doing these discussion forums every week. All right, like I said, they're not just your typical run-of-the-mill discussion forum for other classes. We will have 4 exams. Be prepared to use Respondus Lockdown Browser on those, okay, so that it locks down your screen to where you can't get into a different window. It also will record you so that I can see that you're not cheating. No notes, no book, all that good stuff. Okay, final exam is comprehensive. It'll be at the end of the semester. It works the same way as the other exams. Okay, so the weights. The assignments, like I said, typically those are going to be in my math lab. Those count for 20% of your overall grade. 2-letter grades. Okay, you got to get it done. Discussion forums are 30% of your grade. 30%. Okay, these are not your typical discussion forums. I really need you to do each and every week's discussion forum. Okay, exams count for 30%, and then the final counts for 20%. So, grading scale is pretty normal. Grading turnaround time, my math lab homework is scored immediately. Okay, and you can keep working that my math lab homework until you get 100 on it. Okay, so keep hitting. It'll give you several attempts on each question, and then when it says no, you missed it, here's the right answer, it will also let you do a similar question and try that one again. Okay, so keep working my math lab homeworks until you get 100 on them. The test, give me a week to grade them, but you know, usually I can get them done sooner than a week. So, extra credit, there is none. You have plenty of credit along the way. You just got to get it done the first time. Policies. Cheating is a big no-no. It's probably one of my biggest pet peeves, and with this being an online class, I realize cheating happens, but just know that I'm going to be watching closely on those exams and making sure that you're not cheating your way through those. Okay, so do the work, learn the information. Okay, one day you're going to be in charge of your own classroom. So I want you to learn the information now so that you're not completely lost when you get into the classroom. Okay. Support services available. We have all kinds of things on campus. A cafeteria, a tutoring center, library. Okay, there's a ton of stuff, and it's all listed there in this thing. Communication policy. You can contact me lots of different ways. Okay, email, Moodle message, Moodle forums, office phone, face-to-face. Email's probably going to be the quickest as long as I'm not in office hours. Okay. During the week, you can always expect to receive a response within 24 hours. On the weekends, it may take up to 48 hours. Okay, but I'm usually pretty good about responding back to emails in particular. The Moodle messages are great. I like that, it keeps up with our dialogue all within that Moodle message, but I have to sign into my computer to read those Moodle messages, so it's not as quick for me to respond back to you when I'm at home or on the weekends. All right, so email goes straight to my phone, and I can get to that a lot quicker, but Moodle messages are great too. Attendance policy. This online course, sometimes people think, well, that'll be great. I can just whip it out real quick, but sometimes you tend to spend a little bit more time in an online class than you would in a traditional classroom. Okay, students find that it is more time consuming because you're teaching it to yourself here instead of listening to me lecture about it. So I encourage you to log in at least twice a week to get this work done. Some of you might find that it takes more than twice a week. Okay, and that's fine too, but put in some time for this class. Okay, it does take some time. Makeup and late work. There is not any makeup or late work. Okay, I don't provide late points for anything. All right, you've got to get it done the first go around. So the course outline here describes to you what kind of topics we're looking at each week, what kind of assignments you're going to have. So I was going to talk to you about my coding here. MML is my math lab, section 2.2. DF is discussion forum, your relationship with math. Okay, and then you'll see next week we've got 2 assignments in my math lab, and you've got a discussion forum about Venn diagrams. All right. These learning outcomes is something we have to do for the school. I have to prove to them that this information I'm teaching you goes back up to that stuff on the first page where we look at what I said I was going to teach you. Okay, so just make sure that I'm not throwing anything extra in there. You can see that I've got the test here on the course calendar, so you can kind of plan your weeks, plan your time around that. That if we're going to be having a test the week of September 6th, that you're going to need to allow some extra time so that you can study that week. Okay. So, what else we got? Important dates. This is the important dates for all the fall semester. I did want to point out that midterm exams are beginning of October, but we don't have a midterm exam. Okay, don't let that stress you out. I just have to report a midterm grade around that time. So it'll just be your average at the time. Last day to drop a course is November 12th. Talk to me before you drop. Okay, sometimes students think they need to drop and they don't actually need to drop, but just know that if you are interested in dropping any of your classes, it's a little bit different process than it has been in the past. So you're going to have to talk to your advisor, talk to your teacher, and talk to financial aid. They're going to make you check all those boxes and actually talk to those people before you can drop a class, but we can talk about that later. Final exams are December 7th through 13th, and then we will wrap it up. If you're interested in a winter class, they go from December 17th to January 16th, and there's some stuff there for it. So, all right, I think that's got the syllabus. Thank you.